What do you get when you use Brusho and both the GANSAI Tambi Granulating Colors 1 and 2 to create bookmarks? I don't know. Come with me and find out. Hi, I'm Cindy. Welcome to my channel. I'm a proud, mature, Latina, native New Yorker, cancer survivor, and I discovered my love for watercolors and art in my 60s, my early 60s. I'm going to be doing Brusho, using both of these, and creating bookmarks, these bookmarks. I am also using this potentate bookmarks, or they could be bookmarks. I am using them as bookmarks. Paper is good, cold press, has a nice texture. I don't know if you can see it. And it's a little bit wider than an average bookmark. That's why I like this, because I have used these as bookmarks before and given them to gifts, which I plan to do with these or put in my Etsy shop. I don't know. Let's see how it turns out. So I'm using this, and you might be saying to yourself, but Cindy, can't you just create a big painting and cut it up into bookmark size? And that's a good question. My thought was, I've seen videos of other artists doing just that, creating a big scene and cutting it up. To me, I mean, although they're very nice, to me, it always looks like it's a cut up painting. So here, I just want to see how it looks with Brusho. I want to use, because Brusho, as you know, crystallized pigment from Colorcraft, goes everywhere, very unpredictable, as is these two items here, these granulating colors. So I want to see how that works. So I'm going to list all the links for these items below. I bought this in Temu. Unfortunately, it was discontinued on Temu, but AliExpress does have this. So what I'm going to do also is use this Meeden #3 quill brush. I'll move this over here. What I'm also going to use is this Meeden #3 quill brush and this #5 quill brush from our Maker Unknown. I don't know. It's already, all the information is already rubbed off. But, so I'm going to be using these two brushes. And it's going to be an abstract floral. So let's get started. Let's pick out the colors I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using the spray bottle. So let's get started. Let's pick out the ones that I like. So the colors that I've picked out from Brusho are Brilliant Red, Orange, Lemon, Turquoise, Leaf Green, and Purple. And regarding this, I already put drops of water in both so they could be activated. See, don't they look lovely? Wow, I know. Let me put these aside while we're focused on this, on the Brusho. So what I'm going to do, this is the first time I've used Brusho with this paper. I use this double stick tape and I put it in the back so it could just stay in one place and it won't fly everywhere. So here I go, starting to wet the page, being very generous. Oh yes, I forgot. I'm also using the Meeden dual water wells, one for wash, one for rinse. So I'm using that too. I'm being very generous. So that's what you want here. Okay, it's fully saturated. I'm just gonna go crazy. Wow, look at that. I both wet, this is just an experiment. I both wet the paper, and I plan to spray it too. Look at this. Wow. Oops. That is really a lot of orange. Didn't want to go that far, but you know. Oh, you know what? Did I put orange on this panel? Okay, I don't know if I did or not. I don't know. It already looks beautiful. This is turquoise. I think with Brusho, you can't go wrong. And this is leaf green. I mean, you think it's a disaster, and then it turns out to be quite beautiful. Okay. Oops. Can't forget the purple. Look at this. Wow. I'm already forgetting the tops. You know what? I'm going to use orange again on this because I don't think I put enough. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Now I think I put too much. Ah, never could win. Oh well. Evade it. Wow. Look how stunning. Oh my goodness. I also have a paper towel just in case. Yeah, I'm going to wait until this dries and then we could continue. This is fully dry now, and look how vibrant these colors are. Oh my goodness. It's almost like I almost don't want to do anything with it. But I want to see how it goes with these two GANSAI TAMBI Granulating Watercolors. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. This is the number 1. This is the swatch to this. So, and with number 2 over here, this is the swatch to this. So we're going to be working with both. You notice these bookmarks handled the water very well. I mean, I saturated that, which I think that's what I'm going to do again. Since these granulating colors works best with water. So let's see. Let me just use the pipette again and literally just drop some water on these to create abstract flowers. Looks like it's still like it activates the Brusho, which is interesting because I always thought that once it's dry, it's not activated anymore. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just move this stuff around. Yeah, look at that. It activates it again. That is wild. Wow, I think. Maybe it's my imagination. I don't know. See? Wow. Learn something new every day. Yeah, look at that. It activates it again. I'm going to be using the number 1 first. And what color? What color? Of course, I'm going to use this because this is red. So I'm just going to use this just to create an abstract floral. Or try to anyway. I think this is going to end up being a multiple step process. Like it's going to have to keep drying. This is just stunning. I don't know how these are going to turn out, to be honest with you. I really don't. This is just an experiment, complete experiment. Wow, look at that. Of course, I'm going to use purple in areas that are purple. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, take this paper towel and see if I could create like a middle. Maybe I'll use a little bit more of this. It's a little bit more of that. Love this. Maybe create a little flower there, maybe. But then if the water's running all around, let me see. I like to use the pink as well. There's something happening here, which is nice. Let me see if I could use, maybe I could create like a little, I keep forgetting that pink is not really pink. Let's see about orange. Orange is interesting. Maybe over here. Oh, look at that. I'm going to try and use all the colors, but I don't know if that's possible. That's very interesting. Let's try the blue. I don't think I tried the blue. Let's see the blue with this blue. What I should do maybe is see if I could make a middle there. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. So what I would like to do now, I'm going to go back and forth, I think, between the two. I'm going to use this red. So let's see. Let me use this red here. Ooh, look how pretty. See what happens. Let's see. I love this. It's hard for me to pick a place. Okay, so let me see. Let me use the olive. There is a lot of green. Yeah, this would be nice. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to apply another layer. Let's see. Let me see if I can start putting stems down with the green. There is a lot of green. Maybe put these. Well, let me go with the blue, since there is some blue here. This blue color is gorgeous. I don't know if there's any granulation though, but you know, heck, who knows? Wow, look at that. Let me do a little flower here, maybe. A little flower here. Yeah, I want it to bleed into it naturally. See if I could create a middle there. Not really. Just trying to use a damp, clean brush. Pick up the middle. Maybe what I could do is use the good old paper towel. Let's see. Possible. Now here, I'll try to use the violet. It's not really creating anything. Okay. So rather than, wow, that's interesting. Look at that. Maybe it'll just be a series of ambiguous shapes and flowers. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Did I do this with this? With this red? I'm trying to think. I think so. It's a big flower. Wow. But it doesn't look like anything. That's the only thing. Hmm. Maybe if I do that. Let's just do this. Look how stunning though. That's beautiful. I think what I will do, going back and forth using this olive, and maybe creating another little flower here, maybe. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. Very unique. Oh, look at this. Very unique. Bookmarks. This is blue. I think I will go for the blue. Let's see. Just put a stem there. These are like ambiguous leaves. I'll just put like stems. Okay. Yeah, look, see, this is the number 2, and I'm already, you could see the pan, bottom of the pan there. Wow, it's amazing. I think we're, oh, I like, I like. Trying to follow this lead. Trying to think where, is this the orange? I think this is the orange. I think that one is also purple. Violet. I think that one is also violet. So I'm going to have to, I think I have to wait until it dries. This is lovely too. I think that was also violet. I'm gonna use, you can work on this all day. It is very therapeutic, I have to admit. So I'm thinking of doing is just letting it dry again. And then maybe I'll just finish it off. This is dry. Look how stunningly beautiful this is. Wow, I think it's gorgeous. So what I'm going to do Let's probably put another layer. That's just gorgeous. I think I'll try and use that still. Like you see, I like that. Just gonna try and add another layer. And see, hold on. I think I'll try. Let me see, maybe a little bit here, perhaps. There, maybe. Oops, didn't want to do that. Runaway brush, runaway brush. Okay. Maybe with the olive. See if I can work on this a little bit. I love, see that? That looks lovely. Let's see, I think perhaps I don't know why it's not taking the paint. It's interesting. That big one's really nice. I think that was the red. I think I'm just gonna do a little bit, not much. Because I think it's gorgeous as it is. Okay. Same thing there, I think. I think I used red there. I'm trying to think where else. That probably, yeah, that was definitely purple, I think. It's purplish over here. Maybe here was olive. I think it was olive. So let me see what happens if I use this there. Let's see if I combine the two. Wow, look at that. Okay, hold on. All right. So that could be olive. And this could be, this side could be the purple. Because why not? This is the original. I think that's what this was. I think. That one could be. Okay. This just reminds me of can't remember the name now. I can't remember. It was a very this was a very 1960s type of vibe here. Oh, oh, psychedelic. That's it. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, it has that vibe. So what I'm gonna do is turn it into bookmarks. Now I have these tassels, these colored tassels. Thinking this would go really well there. If I'm giving it to friends, I could give different colored tassels, I think. Like that would be nice there. I'm thinking this has more of a red thing, so I'm thinking red, more red there. I don't know if it's dry or not, so over here maybe a violet and maybe a pink here. But if I'm gonna sell it in Etsy, which I think I will, I'll probably sell it as a pair. I'm going to go with the gold tassels. So gold tassels will enhance any bookmark, I think. So I'm going to gently lift this up because it is backed by double-sided tape. See? Yeah, some of it did bleed through, which is great. I'm just going to gently remove this. So what I have done was create like a little pattern here so I know where the hole goes. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe just see if it darken this up. See if it shows. It does show. I got this hole punch from guess where? Yes. One hole punch from Timu. But this is not the average size hole. You see how it's this one's much smaller than the other regular size. So I thought it would be better for the bookmarks. So I'm gonna do just let you know I'm gonna cut a hole here. I'm gonna gently lift this up, but that's later. Oh, maybe I could do it now. Yeah, like that. See, did leave a little mark, but that's okay. Feed it through the hole. And maybe I should use the table. Just like this. And voila. Let me just move this aside. Yep, there you have it. Have the tassel. I'll do the same to all of them, and I'll show you the final bookmarks. So here are the completed bookmarks with tassels, and I signed them. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.